Hey there, welcome to Cooking with Violet Vixen. Today I'm going to show you how to make a basic white wine sauce which is based around fish. So I'm serving it with mashed potato, carrot, peas and just frozen fish fillets. Haven't had this sort of a meal for quite a while, so probably looking forward to it. The sauce is going to take a while and I've just been gathering up all these goodies. So we need a saucepan that we can cook that in, and let's get ready to go. Okay, so first of all, measure up all your ingredients. 25 grams of butter or margarine. I've got butter, 4 tablespoons of flour. I'll get out when I need it. 600 mils of fish stock. Now, you have a choice of either making your own fish stock, which is by boiling up your fish bones and making a stock out of that. I've actually cheated and I'm using seafood stock, so it's not going to be that really good fish taste like you'd get with the other one. So that's that there. 50 grams of chopped shallots. I had 3 in the freezer. That's only 40 grams, but near enough. 150 mils of dry white wine. Wasn't enough, so I've rinsed the bottle out to make it up. 4 egg yolks, cracked 4 eggs, and they're the yolks. The whites are in the freezer, marked for later use. 150 mils of single light cream. That's just that one there. Here it is. A pinch of salt and pepper. I used the cracker pepper, and I've got salt in here. Pinch of cayenne pepper. That's in that one. Juice of half a lemon. There's the other half. I'm going to use that in some water to drink. And we're ready to go. So now all we need is a saucepan. Not too big, but not too small. So let's go over to the stove top. Okay, so there's my fish that I got ready. I cooked my mashed potato. Well, it's not mashed yet. It's just cooked. And I steamed a carrot on the top. So I'm not joking when I said I haven't had that sort of stuff for a while, so sort of looking forward to that. Alright, so we need a saucepan. Now probably should be using the saucepan that I've got that in, but I'm not going to. So I'm just going to get the other one down. Okay, first of all, obviously turn your hot plate on. Pop that butter or margarine in there. I do prefer to use butter when I'm doing this sort of thing. And get your 4 tablespoons of plain flour ready to go. Just got to melt this butter. I did get everything else ready early while I was getting this ready, and then I've realised that this is going to take a while to cook, so I'm just trying to keep everything as warm as I can without burning it. The peas I'm just going to put in the microwave, so they're fine. So if you actually do want to make the fish stock the proper way, you can actually Google it, but it's basically just bones from a fish and the gills and fins and all that sort of stuff, and water and probably a few other herbs and spices and onions and stuff. Basically, once your stock's done, you strain it. Obviously, you're not going to eat the bones. And then you just measure it out the same way as I had done with the other stuff. Okay. Once your butter's bubbling like this, we want 4 of these tablespoons in here. What I'll do is I'll do 2, stir it, and then do another 2. I've turned the heat right down as well. If you can have this measured out, you're probably better off because you don't want to burn it. See how it goes all bubbly? Basically just keep stirring it until you can't see any white in it. because obviously the white is a no-no. That's the flour. Alright. Going to lift it off the heat while I go and get the fish stock because I just don't want to burn it. Okay. Pop a little bit in and just stir it. You want to try and get this as smooth as you can. Just gradually add a bit at a time. There we go. That's how we do it. You can use a whisk or a wooden spoon. Personally, I prefer the wooden spoon for this one, only because otherwise I'm going to have to abandon it anyway when it's time to add stuff that will get stuck in the whisk. Alright, see how I've still got lumps? We don't want those lumps. So the best way to get rid of those is just squash them on the side of the saucepan. That's it. Alright, beautiful. Keep going with that. It's a bit awkward with that in the way, but I'm used to having a small kitchen, so I just make do with it. Just keep making sure you got no lumps in it. That's the whole aim, to have no lumps in it. If you want it lump free, what you can do is just strain it at the end. Now I will keep that so I can rinse it out when I go to put the next liquid item in. Alright, good news, I can't feel or see any floaty bits in it, any lumps, so that's 10 out of 10 for me. Okay, so what we need to do now is we're going to simmer it for 20 minutes. So pop your timer on for 15 minutes once it starts to simmer. Sorry, 20 minutes once it starts to simmer. Okay, now while that's going on, you need to grab another saucepan. So this is possibly where, if you've brought one of these little cute ones which are for one person only, this is possibly where this is going to come in handy. So what we're going to do in this one is we're going to boil the shallots in the wine until soft, and then we're going to add it to that and simmer for another 15 minutes. Okay, so talk you through that again slowly. 50 grams, which mine's 40 grams. Doesn't matter. I'm not a huge fan of shallots and onions. I like it, but I always try and go on the smaller side with it. If you like more onion, you can add more onion. The white wine. Okay, so we're going to pop that on the other hot plate. Turn that on, but we want that on a low temperature. This one's going to simmer for 20 minutes. That one's going to simmer for 15. Eventually, they're going to meet up, so I'll be back soon. Okay, so once that 15 minutes is up, the shallots, which you only needed to simmer until they were soft, they're going to add them in with the sauce, or should I say the wine. Now what we're going to do is we're going to simmer it for another 15 minutes. So we want to try and get it to simmer out and stay nice and thick. So pop that timer on for another 15. Okay, so our 15 minutes of simmering's nearly up. So what we're going to do is those yolks and the cream are going to go in together. Grab that small whisk that we was talking about at the beginning of the episode. Give that a whisk. And what we want to do is add a small bit of the hot stock into here, or the hot sauce I should say. So I'd just grab 1/4 cup measuring. Get your measuring cup. About 1/4 cup measuring. Pop that in with that. Stir that in. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put this back into that, reheat it, but do not let it boil. So turn the sauce off. Pop this in. Do not let it come to the boil, because obviously with us having yolks in there now, we do not want custard. Alright, so lift it off the heat. Be careful not to burn yourself because you've just moved away from a hot plate. Actually, let's go over the other side. Okay, now that our sauce looks like this, we're going to season with the salt and pepper. Salt is just a dash. If you like a lot of salt, put more in. If you don't like salt at all, don't put any in. Crack of black pepper. Once again, if you like a lot, go for it. Don't drop it on the floor like I just did. Always stir it after adding an ingredient. Now, pinch of cayenne pepper. Break the elastic band. Not meant to do that, but that's what I did. Grab a small teaspoon. A pinch is literally not even 1/2 teaspoon. That'll do us. And last but not least, that juice of 1/2 lemon. Perfect. Alright, all of that makes basic white wine sauce, which the rest of my dinner's ready for. Here we go. So I've got freshly made mashed potato, frozen peas, fresh carrot, piece of fish with, I've decided to slice the lemon up to make it look fancy. And we're going to put the sauce on top. Thank you for watching Cooking with Violet Vixen. I really hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'm going to catch you very soon on our next adventure.